Live from Dodger Stadium, Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, first pitch coming up. And today's starter, Shohei Ohtani. What do you got on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get one or two over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jackson Chourio, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Outside low. And that's ball one. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Catcher, William Contreras.
And now it's William Contreras. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one.
When
you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Next to hit, Garrett Mitchell. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And the inning is over. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Back here in L.A. and on the hill today, Freddie Peralta.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Swing and a foul straight back. Peralta, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Flares it into the outfield. And foul ball. Missed inside with the curve. One out, base is empty. Well struck, right field. Back there. Tattooed and gone. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
One out, base is empty. So now it's Freddie Freeman. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting fourth, left
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
On the ground. Done. Off balance feet. There's 1. And that's 2. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. Top of the second, now the left fielder, Sal Frelick. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate. That one's in there. Strike one. Ohtani, a 6'4" righty, 30 years old now. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. One down, base is empty. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers. Ball one, no strikes. Two down, nobody on. That's down and in.
2-0.
And that's outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering in there for a strike. 3-1. And there's ball four.
That's a ball. Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI. And those.
There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. Two outs and one in scoring position. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that skips in the dirt. Battling here as he fouls it away. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Squeezes it, and that is that. Brewers strand one, still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Will Smith to the plate.
Will Smith.
Peralta back to work. That's in there. Strike one. And that's too high. And Chris behind the plate today, James Kingsley, known for being a little generous on the edges. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. One away.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Max Muncy at the dish. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the
0-2
changeup with that arm action.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
Down and in, moved his feet.
That's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
On the ground to the left. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting 7th, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
2 down, bases empty. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
2 outs, bases empty. Next pitch is outside. That's a strike.
2.
Swing and a miss. Freddie Peralta with the strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. This is Bryce Terang. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. There's a swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jackson Chourio up now for the Brewers. Look out! And it hit him.
That wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there, he completely lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
Ground ball, could be 2. Yelich is out.
Now batting, catcher William Contreras.
William Contreras up now for the Brewers. Doubled his first time. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Up the middle, bats up with it. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep him from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. And a strike. Two on, 2 outs. That missed inside. And the count is 1-1. Check swing, called strike. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Chorio on third. Contreras on at first with 2 down. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Brewers nothing. Set for the bottom of the third, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto.
Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
To the right side, Terang. To first, 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Ha-Seong Kim.
And now, Ha-Seong Kim. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break.
Oh, that drilled him. And he beats the throw, shows off the wheels right there, an infield single.
Now pitching for Milwaukee,
Tyler Alexander is forced to the mound after the injury.
Tyler
Just
Alexander.
trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Struck out swinging his first time.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power.
Step off, throw to first. Back in safe, really close. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to second, he's safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
1 out, the runner at second here in the last half of the third. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And it chases that one. And there's 2 away. And here comes Tommy Edman. He's already homered in this game. Outside with a breaking ball. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 2-0. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering is fouled back. Just missed. Freddie Freeman up next for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that
Now
that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Freddie Freeman now at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hard hit right side. Terang over to first in time. And Freeman is retired. And that'll do it. Dodgers strand a couple, but they still lead it 1-0. Start of the fourth. Here's the left fielder, Sal
Frelick.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. That one missed. Not close with that one. And a full count now.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Line drive to short and caught.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And here is Hoskins. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one is inside ball 1. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4.
Hey. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that one is inside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's inside and a good at-bat, ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Done. Stands in now and watches strike one.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And the next pitch is way outside. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Swung on, belted. Pajes going back. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting, shortstop, Joseph Ortiz.
That was an impressive running catch out there, Chris. And StatCast tells us he covered well over 100 feet to make that grab.
Clearly, that was not an easy play. I mean, he took a great angle to the ball and just had enough closing speed in the tank after that long run to make the catch. It was a wild ride, but a lot of fun to watch.
And now the shortstop, Joseph Ortiz. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. In the dirt. Hoskins off of first with 2 away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering misses down and away.
Count is 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Bryce Terang in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine, John Shelby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Teoscar Hernandez.
All right, Dodgers.
That clips the corner.
0-1.
And that's off
that's
the inside edge. And it's 1-1. Just
That's
missed.
ball 2. 2-1.
That one to first. He steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And that one in the air center field. Mitchell gets under it. Makes the catch for the out. Out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman Matt
Muncy digs in. Grounded out his first time up. That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers go down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang. Terang, a former Gold Glove winner, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Inside, just missed. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Alex Vesia up and throwing. Grove also getting ready. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next pitch downstairs, and that's ball 3.
I got 3-0.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter,
Now
2 balls and no strikes,
Jackson
but now at least he gets a
Churio.
fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Churio in the box now, takes strike 1.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
That was the sweeper, but it missed. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Nobody out, runner at first. And misses inside. Rocketed out towards right center. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Now it's Christian Yelich. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. There's a ball. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. Tying run in scoring position, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. Line drive, gone.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now William Contreras, 1 for 2. That one hooked foul. Terang at second with 2 down.
That's a ball.
Squirts away a little bit, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Next pitch misses. 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. Milwaukee leaves one, and it remains 1-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Alexander back to work. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Nick Mears getting loose out there. Hudson, a left-hander, also throwing. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Snuck the fastball by him.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And here is Michael Conforto. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell makes the play, and there's two down.
Now batting, second baseman Ha-Seong
Two outs,
Kim.
base is empty. And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That one pushed to the left and foul. Inside.
That's off the plate.
And it's 1-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Just misses. And it's 2-2. That's a little bit low. Mookie Betts waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three-two. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Stays alive. Fly ball to right. Chourio hauls it in to end the inning. So they make short work of him there. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Brewers nothing. New pitcher now, Alex Vesia.
And this is an important part of this
Now
game.
pitching
Tight
for the
score and
Dodgers.
still a lot of outs to get.
Number
So
51.
they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical
Vesia.
outs.
Garrett Mitchell
Leading off
up now for the
Milwaukee
Brewers.
center fielder,
0 for 2
Garrett
in
Mitchell.
this one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Trinan getting cranked up as well. Swinging a foul out of play. Just missed. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
He gets there on a slide. Over to first. Got him. Nice play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Up now for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there was just no one there to knock it down. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Now snap throw to first. Frelick back on a dive.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base. But this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
That's off the mark. Ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting third baseman
Oliver Dunn up now for the Brewers. He's 0 for 1.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Frelick at second with 2 down. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Man at second. Missed with a changeup, and it's 3-2. Joseph Ortiz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
3-2 now. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Mookie to hit. He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That's gets a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the third inning.
Everything came together for him. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Tommy Edman at the plate. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Runner on the go. Hot shot to third. Whips it to first. And they get Edman for the out.
Now batting, first baseman,
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Upstairs.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field.
Now this one gets through. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Now batting, left
He kind of rolled
fielder,
over on this pitch a little bit,
Oscar
but he got enough
Hernandez.
behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
2 on, 1 out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in there at the knees. That one's in there. 0-2 now.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And that just misses.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him, and you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact, but that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. High fly ball out into left center field. Mitchell going after it. And that is the third out of the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They lead it 1-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
49.
Lake Trinan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
For Milwaukee,
Well,
shortstop,
one-run
Joseph
game
Ortiz.
up now for Milwaukee. Joseph Ortiz. Late swing, fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball.
And that one is downstairs.
1 ball,
and
1
it's
strike.
a ball and a strike. The shortstop takes a ball. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Terang, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. On the ground, 2 ball. To Betts at second for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Now it's the right fielder, Jackson Chourio. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Hard on the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Blake Trinan done for the afternoon, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
Tanner Scott gets the call from the pen.
Number 66.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in. 0 for 3 in this one. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
The tying run is 90 feet away. And the slider just misses. That one off the mark. 2-1. Out to center. Edman in position. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brian Hudson
gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Here comes Max Muncy. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Swings and misses. That's strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Yoel Payamps preparing to come on if needed. Koenig warming up as well. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 1st out.
Now batting.
And now the right fielder, Andy Pajes, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And there's a ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to 3rd. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw comes in too late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Michael Conforto will climb in. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Misses his zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Pajes stands at first with one out. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's back there. And it is out of here. He muscles that one out the opposite way, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And up next for Los Angeles, Hye-Sung Kim. And first offering is fouled off. Still only one out here in the inning. Next one misses, and now it's even 1-1. And a foul ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got it. 2 gone now.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 down, base is empty. Now a chance for Mookie Betts. 1 for 3. And strike 1 to Mookie Betts. The shortstop takes a ball.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to Hoskins, and that is the inning. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. New inning getting started. Here's the Brewers catcher now, William Contreras.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And that one pulled foul. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that misses. 2-2. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And out number 1 on the grab.
Up next for Milwaukee, center fielder Garrett Mitchell.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Garrett Mitchell. Scott, an all-star a season ago, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Fastball for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. And they'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Going to count 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
High fly ball out to center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Sal Frelick.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Sal Frelick. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering way upstairs. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. They trail it here 3-0.
Now pitching for
New
Milwaukee.
pitcher on now, Nick Mears.
Number 25.
Pretty tight game, so they're
Nick
looking for
Mears.
quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score
Leading
right
off
where it
for the
is.
Dodgers.
And at the
Center
plate for the
fielder,
Dodgers, Tommy Edman. He's already
Edman.
homered here in this one. And ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Yeah, I don't think
1 ball,
anyone's
2
got
strikes.
good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking
Now
down
batting,
and in, and you've
first
got to find a way to match the
baseman,
plane. And if it's
Freeman.
nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
And first offering is fouled off.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider.
Now
A
batting,
good
left
two-strike pitch right
fielder,
there. At
the
worst-case
Oscar,
scenario, it's weak
Hernandez.
contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Swing, and a ball popped up. Terang. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there through 8 full. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Brewers nothing. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Kirby Yates.
I think
Now
closer has to be
pitching
one of
for
the
the
toughest
Dodgers,
jobs in baseball, and
number
we see a
38,
pretty high turnover rate
Kirby.
because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
First baseman.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. And that misses. And that's ball one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there. He just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That misses. The count now 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Dunn in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Dodgers trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And now 2-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Ortiz in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's just out.
They're down to their final strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
On the ground to third, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Dodgers claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.